In this series of videos, I'll be looking through some of the video clips from speeches at the general election 2025. And we will be unpacking some very powerful lessons that you can use in your own leadership communications. So, watch this series of videos and I would like you to share with me what do you notice in common among all of them.
Vanakkam. PSP Partike vote Pandaga. Nandri.
裕廊东五级八都的居民朋友们，大家好，我是 Ben Pua。
Dear voters of Pasir Ris Changi GRC,
thank you all for your support for the last 15 years. We look forward to a strong mandate from you once again.
Do you see something in common? Take your time. Think about what you see in common among these videos. You may pause this video and think about it. Have you figured that out yet? Don't worry if you haven't. Let's rewatch this video, this time in silence, so that you are able to see the visual impact even stronger, and I'll explain to you. First of all, let's watch Sunny Ismail from the Progress Singapore Party. You see, Sunny is a person of a tall stature, and research have shown that people with tall stature actually have a greater advantage in terms of presence. However, this time his tall stature is working against him. You notice that the microphone isn't set up at the optimum height for him. If anything, the microphone's angle is also not tilted up. So in this way, he had to lean forward and lean down to speak. And you see, this is a rather submissive gesture, right? Because his body has shrunk. And you see his hands are like clasped together in front of him. And so this is a rather submissive stature. I do not know if this is deliberate, but this definitely hampered his presence. And let's continue watching. It's rather awkward as he tries to speak like that. And he ends with this big gesture, but the whole thing was just rather awkward because he's leaning forward. He's crouching forward. Another thing about crouching forward is that when you do that, right, you actually scrunch up, your airwaves don't flow. Because if you're standing straight, right, your sound is moved from this area here around your gut area, and then you push the sound up through your airwaves out through your mouth. But when you're leaning forward like that, like what I'm doing right now, it's actually very hard to actually project your voice. So he's actually working extremely hard to project his voice. Let's watch the second video. This is Ben Pua from Red Dot United. And he's also reading from the notes. And he's also wearing a French hat. So right now, what you see is just this very awkward, like, he looks rather small, he's minimized, he's reading from his notes, he's not making eye contact, and then even his head is possibly covering a bit. So this is actually not a very good look. Rather awkward, isn't it? Let's roll the tape. This is Yun Kai from the Singapore's Democratic Alliance. He's a tall guy, and he has a hand in his pocket while holding his smartphone on the other hand. So it's rather awkward because he is very asymmetrical. When you have an asymmetrical body language, it actually looks like a stand-up comedian rather than a serious politician. Not a good look. And even the ruling party, the People's Action Party's Vikram Nair, is also not exempt from this. Another tall person, and look how he does it. He is greeting the voters, and he's like, "Hello, voters," but he's crouching forward, and his head is tilted downwards. That's not a very good look. It's almost like you have something to hide. You're trying to hide something. You see, he fidgets and he holds the microphone in a rather awkward manner. And a bonus. This is Chu Pei-ling also from the People's Action Party. She has the opposite problem here.
亲爱的蔡厝港选民们，大家好。
She starts strong, her voice is powerful, however the mic stand is right in front of her face, so you can actually see her face. Research have shown that when you actually see a person's face, you actually build trust in the person. But if you're hiding behind a mic, covering parts of your face, that's not a good look as well. So what can you do when you are actually faced with a situation where you have a standing mic? Simple. You could adjust the mic, or you could hold the mic. Let's watch how some of them do it, some of the better ones do it. This is Annie Zhu from the SUP. You see, take your time. Don't rush into your speech. So he's standing there looking at it. So straight away you see that a person is rushing in to help him adjust the mic stand's height.
Voter.
Take your time. Do not rush. Compose yourself before you launch into your speech. In this way, it's more powerful.
Of Ang Mo Kio GRC.
Wait until some of the organizers or the helpers come and help you to adjust your mic stand. This is Masako Zulkifli from the People's Action Party. You see, once again, taking your time. Do not rush into your speech. You see him taking the mic out of the mic stand so you can bring it closer to him. In this way, the vocal projection is even more powerful. Of course, when you're holding the mic in one hand, you're hampered by not being able to gesture with both hands, right? You're only able to gesture with one hand. But you see him taking his time, waving to his supporters to acknowledge them before he gets started.
Tampines residents.
When you are giving a speech, don't rush into a speech. Because the start is everything. If you do not start strong, then you already got off on the wrong foot. Now we see Melvin Chiu from the Singapore People's Party. When he just arrived, even before the rest of the other candidates have already taken their position, see what he has done? He realized he's rather tall. He has taken the mic out of the mic stand and bring it closer to him. Watch as he holds the mic very powerfully. He waits for the rest to arrive. Take your time. Compose yourself. You see he's a tall person, and instead of having to lean into the mic stand, he takes the mic out of the stand and holds it powerfully like this.
Fellow Singaporeans, the short waiting time to the nomination date has forced us.
Start strong. Never rush into a presentation. Little details like that make a big difference. Very often, I know you're nervous before a presentation. It's easy for us to just watch this video and comment, but I'm sure you're right up there, you're very, very nervous. But remember, you have something important to say. Take your time.